Taped live and in color in Skokie, Illinois, it's Steve Gadlin's Star Maker.
When you feel so full of talent and you've got that special pep,
when Hollywood and Broadway are calling you and you want to take that very first step, I'm Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
you're gonna do fine.
I'm Steve Gadlin Star Makers. It's your time to shine.
The audience is seated, the spotlight's shining bright.
Get out there, you shooting star, and sparkle through the night. I'm Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
It's so loud.
I'm Steve Gadlin Star Makers. You're wowing the crowd. Steve Gadlin Star Makers. Steve Gadlin Star Makers. Steve Gadlin Star Makers. Yeah!
And now, the host of Steve Gadlin Star Makers, Steve Gadlin.
It's time for another episode of Steve Gadlin Star Makers, where we bring you tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway. Think of this stage as Grand Central Station, an important stop on any performer's journey. While some of our acts may be on an express train to Hollywood and or Broadway, they've popped off here for a spell, maybe for a snack or to stretch their legs and to amaze us with amazing performances before moving on to the next leg of their trip. Did you know that there are guitars with only 4 strings? They're called bass guitars. They're like the old grandpas of the guitar world. Their deep voices are big and low, like big fat old men. But don't you fret, because girls can play bass guitars too. Here's April Taylor to play her bass guitar and sing a really cool song.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, they say it's alright. They say it's alright. Say it's alright. Have a good time, and it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. We're gonna move it slow when the lights are low. Yeah, when you move it slow, it feels like I'm home, and it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Now listen to the beat and kinda tap your feet. Yeah, you got soul, and everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Waking up early in the morning, feeling sad like so many of us do. When you hum a little soul, make life your goal, and surely something's gotta come to you, and you gotta say it's alright. Say it's alright. Say it's alright. Have a good time, and it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Now everybody clap your hands and give yourself a chance. If you got soul, and everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Someday you'll find me a woman who will love and treat me real nice. When my world's got to go, my love she will know from morning, noon, and in the night. And you know she's got to say yeah. She says it's alright. She says it's alright. If you got soul, and everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Now everybody clap your hands and give yourself a chance. If you got soul, and everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. If you got soul, then you know that it's alright.
Wow, April, fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Sure.
So tell me, how long have you been playing the guitar?
I started in 4th grade.
Wow, I won't have you tell me how long that's been.
Yeah.
I know that's a lady's secret. But if you could tell me how much you weigh. No, I'm only kidding. That's great. And what made you choose this song?
Because it was the only one I knew how to sing and play at the same time.
That's great. And singing and playing at the same time has got to be hard because you're playing certain notes and then singing different notes at different times. How much practice does that take?
I probably started yesterday.
Wow. Well, incredible. I bet if you put your mind to it, you'd soon have a library of hundreds of songs you could do that with then. That sounded great. We enjoyed it. Thanks so much for sharing your talent on the show.
Thanks, Steve.
We'll be right back. Some talents are so humdrum and mundane that we forget we even have them. Did you know that eating is a talent? You probably didn't because it's something we all do every single day. But those things are talents too, because without them, we wouldn't be able to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Here's Monte Lamonte to remind us that anything can be a talent, even just eating.
So, a lot of people don't like to be watched when they eat. I love to be watched when I eat. A lot of people think eating is just eating. Wrong. There's a right way and a wrong way to eat. I eat the right way. Let's do this. Double bacon hamburger fries. Eat over your fries. You want the drippings. Oh yeah, it's good. Bacon, fruit pies, grilled onions. Oh yeah. Stuff drips onto the fries. Makes the fries more of a meal than they were before. Yeah. When you get cheese fries, you gotta get cheese on the side. Don't ever get it on your fries, it ruins them. Takes away the crunch. That's the way to do it right. These fries have some ketchup and mayonnaise on them from the burger. That's the way to do it, man. You gotta eat right. Can't eat like a dummy. Then if you want, see when you got on the side the cheese, take the burger, give it a little dip. Look at that. Here's how you do it. This is why you paid the big bucks, people. This is why you paid the big bucks to eat. Go to my blog. Eat right. Or don't eat at all. Thank you.
Monty, that was so fun to watch.
Oh,
thanks so much.
Man.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So I picked up on some tips too that you didn't mention, but I noticed you ate with the top side of the bun down. Is there a reason for that?
I think it makes it easier to get in my mouth.
That's great. What's different about the top of the bun? How do you know which is the top of the bun and which is the bottom?
There's visual cues. Top of the bun is wrong, and usually the bottom's kind of flat.
The tip about eating over your fries so that the fries catch the drippings, it's one of those things where it's once you hear it, it sounds so obvious. I can't believe I've been doing that wrong my whole life.
Me neither, buddy. Me neither, you know.
And dipping the burger in the cheese, that's another thing. When I order cheese fries, I'm often disappointed that they come soggy in cheese. To get them on the side, you get to dictate how long the cheese is touching the fries.
Correct. You are correct, sir.
Well, that's great. We appreciate having you on, Monty. Thanks so much for being on Steve Gadlin's Star Makers on this pit stop on your way to Hollywood and or Broadway.
Yes, thank you.
We'll be right back. What does a group of singers do when there's no band around? Well, they sing a capella. That's an old traditional way of singing that tricks the listener into thinking there's a band when it's really just a bunch of silly old singers. Close your eyes and try to bet on whether or not there's a band here. The secret? There isn't. Enjoy this a cappella performance from the Blue Ribbon Glee Club.
on the sun. And their retreat's just going down, going down. But all the people having dinner inside. The sable bone having dinner inside. But all the people having dinner inside. The sable bone having dinner inside. I'm very busy with the food. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta. It's just the souls of the Lord is Janta.
Wow. Such an incredible thing to watch and to listen to, and thank you guys so much for coming on Steve Gadlin Star Makers. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. It's great to see you. Great to see you. So you have to tell me, how long does it take for you to take a song and turn it into what we've been able to see here today?
We've been trying to do songs that take one practice, but some tend to take a little longer than that.
That's amazing. And when you're in a group like this, what are the specialties? You know, do people come in where it may not be soprano or alto or bass? What do you come in? What do you bring to a group like this?
Anything you can. I think everything you can.
Yeah, we have people who aren't necessarily trained singers, but we find a place, and we never actually put it on paper as who's singing what. We're singing alto, we're singing soprano. It's just kind of what you end up singing.
Yeah, and the joy is so transparent. Watching you guys perform, it's hard to not just join in. That's incredible, and what a great and open way to do it, and just allow people to bring what they have and sing. Fantastic. How long have you guys been a group?
I think about 5 years.
I've only been in for a couple of years, so I'm new.
Okay, 5 years. And where can people learn more about you and see you perform?
We're on Facebook, and we have shows regularly throughout the Chicagoland area and sometimes outside of town, too.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys, Blue Ribbon Glee Club, for coming on the show. It was such a joy to watch you. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Steve.
We all know writers, but do you know what happens when a writer just keeps on writing? Well, before you know it, they've written a whole book. Here's book writer Daniel Kibblesmith to read from his very own book, How to Win at Everything.
How to win at talking on the phone with your mom. A phone call from your mother can be a garden of encouragement or a minefield of judgment. When confronted with these 8 topics that your mother will inevitably raise during every phone call, reply with these psychologically precise, mother-mollifying responses. Your career progress. I'm advancing at a rate comparable to my peers. My college degree is really coming in handy despite the perceived lack of real-world applications of my major. Your relationship status. The previous relationship advice you gave me was correct. I am closer to marriage than before. Your reaction to a recent care package. Thanks. Even though I am a grown-up now, all of this stuff from my childhood bedroom has found a welcome place in my adult home, and the local newspaper articles you sent me were incredibly enlightening. News about barely remembered relatives. I am happy/sad to hear that. I care about them exactly as much as you do. Inquiries about your friend who she transparently likes better than you. My college roommate is having equivalent success. We are just as close as you imagine. Long synopsis of the current season of Burn Notice. Uh-huh. Dad shouting from the other room. Tell Dad I gave him due credit for his recent barbecue secret, but did not reveal it. And finally, increasingly conservative political diatribe. More people of my generation should agree with you. I have to go right now. One more bonus tip on how to win a phone call with your mother. Always beware of motherly advice. Mothers are inherently untrustworthy due to their baffling tendency to offer unconditional love and support to even society's most useless members, babies. Thank you.
Daniel, that's great. Come on over. Thank you so much for being on Steve
for
Gadlin
having
Star
me.
Makers. Of course. So, how long did it take you to write this book?
From beginning and end, it took me and my co-author Sam Weiner about 2 years.
2 years, wow. And I've always wondered, when you write a book like this, do you start at the beginning and write through to the end, or are you writing different pieces of it at different times?
Well, the book is an alphabetized almanac at winning at absolutely everything. So what we really did, and this isn't a joke, was started with archery and zookeeping, and then kind of worked out the middle.
So finished around M and N.
Exactly, yeah. Mastering Your Memory would have been near the end.
That's great. So the book is How to Win at Everything, and where can people find this book?
You can get it from your local bookseller or Amazon. I think you can also get it at a hipster clothing depot. I'm not sure if I can say their brand name on television.
Hipster Clothing Depot. And are you aware of your number in the Dewey Decimal System?
No, not yet, but we are in the Library of Congress, and that's a big deal to me.
That's fantastic. Well, I've read the book, and I enjoy it a lot. My children, or my oldest child, who's 6, has read portions of it that I thought were appropriate for a 6-year-old, and she enjoys it very much.
Is there a power struggle in the home now that she's learning how to win at everything?
Well, I find she's able to take in the information, but not able to execute on it as I might be able to. So I still have a leg up on my 6-year-old. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Best of luck with the book, and we hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. The 3 worst things about driving are traffic, traffic, traffic. And with all of these green alternatives we're hearing about lately, who knows what's going on? Well, if things about the environment have your head spinning, then you'll relate to these 2 guys. Let's peek in on Steve Gadlin's Star Makers Ensemble members, Greg and Ben, and see what they'd like to do in the street.
I hate all this traffic. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, all the gridlock made me walk out of my car, and now I'm just walking around.
Yeah, I know. The gridlock, the traffic, the jams, it drives me crazy.
You know, I've been listening to a couple progressive types, and they've been turning me on to different types of transportation.
Whoa, you mean like things that are more environmentally friendly and fuel economical?
Yeah, you know that some scientists came up with a fuel made out of corn?
Whoa, I have heard something about that. I was at a socialist meeting that I attend, and some guy started talking jive, and that whole corn fuel thing came up.
Yeah, and imagine how that could help our environment and our political situations.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe even then we'd have people using alternative forms of transportation, like segways or biking, maybe even skating and walking.
And with less cars in the street, the streets would be clearer, and people would be a lot happier.
That sounds like something I'd like a lot.
And with less driving in the street, there'd be more room for dancing in the street. Calling out around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat?
Summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the street.
Dancing in Chicago,
And down in New Orleans,
in New York City.
all we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere.
They'll be swinging and playing and records playing, dancing in the street. Oh,
It doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every guy, grab a girl. Everywhere around the world, they'll be dancing.
station across the nation, a chance for folks to meet.
Dancing in the street.
Philadelphia, PA.
Baltimore and DC now.
Don't forget the Motor City.
On the streets of Brazil.
Back in the USSR.
No matter where you are.
All we need is sweet, sweet music.
Sweet music.
There'll be music everywhere.
They'll be swinging and swaying and records playing, dancing in the street. It doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every guy, grab a girl everywhere around the world. They'll be dancing in the street. We're down in LA every day, dancing in the street. Crossing China too, me and you, dancing in the street. Don't you know? They'll be dancing in the street. Dancing in the street.
The hardest part about saying goodbye is that it means we won't be seeing any more of tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway. Well, at least not in this episode. But don't be afraid. There are plenty of episodes to come, and you can always watch old episodes using internet videos. Now, if you do watch those videos, I hope this song doesn't come true. I heard you on the wireless back in '52. Lying awake intent on tuning in on you. If I was young, it didn't stop you coming through. Oh, oh, oh. They took the credit for your second symphony, rewritten by machine and new technology. And now I understand the problems you can see. Oh, oh, oh. I met your children. Oh, oh, oh. What did you tell them? Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. Pictures came and broke your heart. We can't rewind, we've gone too far. And we sure hope you do rewind tonight's episode of Steve Gadlin Star Makers so you can watch tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway all over again. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.